Nothing at first. Yeah, I started off slow, but my teammates and my coaches just they made me realize that as soon as I take myself out of the game, that's when it becomes rough for me. So I just made sure I stayed in it. In the second half, I started to be more aggressive and the basket, and that started.
The first half.
Mhm.
Was there something that coach said to you in the locker room at halftime, or was it something that you said to yourself that kind of snapped you out of that funk?
No, it's kind of what we said to each other. We told each other in the locker room, and coming out in the second half, we just told each other that we had to pick it up. We were doing good defensively. This is our first time playing at CQ in a while, so a lot of shots weren't falling, but we just pulled it out.
And Brittany, 13 points, 11 of them came from the line. Was there something just going through your mind when you were down low that just said, if I'm getting fouled, get to the line and make do?
There was just a different focus. We hadn't been on the court, like Sianni said, in a while. And, we with CAAs coming up, we all had that mindset that this is our last shot to get our minds right before CAAs. So, this is our last shot to get a win and get our minds focused and ready to go. So that was the mindset that I had, and that's all I needed, and it worked for me.
You both really mentioned it the first time in a while that you played the Combs, really the first time you played in a long time. Do you think that kind of attributed to that slow start, Brittany and then Sianni?
I definitely think it attributed to the slow start, and it had to do with our shots not falling. Was just we hadn't been on the court and we hadn't played in a while, and it just took us a second to get ourselves going and to get our shots to fall. Yeah.
Yeah, most definitely. We just had to refocus at halftime. Once we refocused and kind of just settled down a little bit, like we noticed that we're going to be okay. Our shots will fall. That's what Coach told us too. Your shots is going to fall.
Brittany, talk about the little things you did tonight. I mean, what comes to mind is drawing that charge on Kayla Roberts to foul her out. I mean, you seemed like you were throwing your body all over the place. Is that the mindset you approach every night with?
It's the mindset you have to have. Yeah, it's just being in the right place at the right time. Listening to coach as she tells us what defense, as we're switching up different defenses, trying to, not stick with one certain thing to get in the other team's head. Try to just do different things to try to switch it up, and being in the right spot. Like I said, that's all I had to do, and taking those charges was just a part of that. So, yeah.
I hope we got out what we needed to get out today, as far as getting back into being comfortable on the court and playing with each other on the offensive end. But at the end of the day, you're just happy that you won. To have a 7-4 record right now, this program has come a long way. I think the young ladies believe that they can win, and I love the confidence that they have.
Obviously you'd like to have won this game a little more comfortably tonight, but, having an emotional, tight game like this, this is a game last year where we've talked about it before, not sure how it comes out. Mm-hmm. Heading into conference play, to get a win with this type of emotion, with this type of pressure, what does that mean for this team heading into the CAA now?
If you think about the last couple of games leading up to this one, we've been trying to work ourselves through things. And getting that win, I think, obviously takes us to that place where, again, we get a win after two, tough losses in that first half of the season. So we're going to take this momentum into the next one and, like I said, leave the dust behind.
Talk about Brittany. I mean, she was all over the place tonight, rebounding, drawing fouls, hitting tons of foul shots, big defensive plays for her as well.
Mm-hmm.
That's her in a nutshell, basically. She'll do whatever you need.
Exactly. That is Britt. And a lot of times you'll look at the stat sheet and you won't really see her impact until you look back over the tape. And getting that fifth foul on their top kid, I think, was huge, taking that charge, as well as going 11 for 12 from the free throw line. She doesn't hit those free throws, the outcome could have been totally different. But I'm just happy with how she's coming along. She did the same thing last year, and going into CAA play, I think she's got a lot of confidence.
Talk about the press, and feel free to correct me if I'm wrong. It seemed like in past games it was exclusively for Sianni and the Bankstons and sometimes Shania. And then tonight we saw it with Italia, we saw it with Nikaya. Are you getting, is that like everyone becoming more comfortable now with your scheme and they're all able to run it, so whoever's in there can run the press if need be?
Definitely. We've got to get better. We've got to expand on our roster. We're not going to win if we don't have all 15 ready to go. So we wanted to come out tonight and have everybody be able to run that full court defense and be able to carry it over to CAA play. With 1 day of prep in between those games, it's necessary that everybody's on the same page.
That layup for Sianni in transition. Talk about what you were thinking when she just took off for the hoop.
You know, I think I told you this earlier. I like to give myself a little bit of credit for that, but I'm not going to give myself any credit at all. You know, it speaks volumes because she had a tough game offensively, and we know that. And every time we had a timeout, we kept telling her, dig, 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 it's going to be okay. So for her to come out and make that shot and feel that sense of accomplishment going into CAA play, I think it's going to be huge for her.
Coach, it was 22 to 19 at half. Is there something that you said to your team that kind of lit a fire under them?
You know, we really just talked about taking a deep breath and exhaling. You know, I think everybody was tight. Everybody was trying to make that big shot. You know, I think for Raven especially, she started playing mind games with herself. So we just really talked about getting out of our own way, taking your time, and then up in the defense that would allow us to create some easy baskets. And I guess that happened at the end of the game. We got an easy basket.
And then just talk about your play from Mary's time, 8 and 10. Probably one of the better statistical nights we've seen from her.
You know, rebounding has kind of been that thorn in our side. And just to see that she got double-digit rebounds is huge for us. And I think it's a confidence builder for her as well, just getting better every single day, seeing how, you know, her efforts in practice are carrying over to the game.
And then I'm just interested, at halftime, Brittany was the leading scorer for you guys with 8 points. All 8 had come from the foul line. Have you ever seen someone lead in scoring by only foul shots?
Nah, and thank you for bringing that up. I've never seen that before either, you know. But, hey, I'll take it. She did what we needed her to do at that point in time, so.